Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. You want the video games? We got the video games. Let's go back to 1981, where we're playing the video games that didn't get as much love, and people didn't have the definite release date for them. We're going to play those in alphabetical order, and we last left off with Moon Shuttle in the arcades. Let's press forward and see what our next video game is. The next one we're checking out is Moonwar, also in the arcades. Let's see what Moonwar is all about, starting with the advertisement flyer. Oh man, it's like they knew the video games were being played by guys. The Ultimate Moonshot by Moonwar. This is a Stern advertisement flyer, and just bear in mind that that girl is now a grandmother. I don't know why they would have done that, because isn't mooning somebody something guys do, not what girls do? Anyway, a trip into the unknown. Moonwar. A sensitive steering wheel rotates the spaceship. For fast reverse, hit the hyper flip button and blow targets out of the sky. The warp drive button controls the speed of the ship, while the player depresses the fire button to hit one of the 6 different targets, each having its own point value. When the going gets real tough, push the shields button for protection. Shoot to your heart's content while being totally protected from your attackers. But use the shield sparingly, or else you have to go through the refueling base to regenerate shield power. Each base is numbered and will reward you 10 points for successful entry while increasing the game's difficulty at the same time. Now, we've been going through these arcade games release after release in order of release, and it's interesting that the advertisement flyer is meant to be for the operator. And the first advertisement flyers we saw didn't really give us a lot of information about the game itself. It was more to just let people know, if you buy this, you're going to make money. And now we're seeing advertisement flyers show us how to play. Like this and other ones we've seen is giving us instructions how the game works, with a great look of the arcade cabinet as well. And there it is, the arcade cabinet. If you look at the front, can we get a zoom in of the control panel? Yeah, there we go. This control panel for Moonwar has a rotary dial, almost like a wheel dial. You can see it says Vector Director, but you're just moving that left and right, and that's how you steer or control your ship. Almost like a paddle control, but it's not the same, and it's not really a trackball either. It's essentially just a wheel that rotates left and right. And then for the controls, you can see we got 1 and 2 players, and it looks like possibly simultaneous. So we need to get ready for that if we need to. And you can see we have fire missile, warp drive, and shields. Getting more controls for the arcade games, it's probably Defender's fault. Defender had a lot of controls compared to everything else. So there you go. Left and right to move, fire, warp drive, and shields are our controls. And an impressive arcade marquee for Moonwar. Getting ready to blow things up in the latest space game by Stern. Any other versions? Looks like we have a Mooncresta bootleg and a prototype on Frenzy hardware, and then an older version. We're going to play the first one, released at some point in 1981. This is Moonwar by Stern Electronics. And I believe this one, this one is not going to work correctly for us. Let me back out of it. We're going to launch it a different way to make sure we have the best control that we can for the time. Here it is. Yes, as if Stargate and Defender weren't complicated enough, Stern had to up the ante. So we can see the artwork around the outside of the CRT, and it's a vertical CRT. And over on the left side, they give us some game rules, how to use the steering wheel, warp drive to fly to the refueling base, aim the ship, the fire missile button to shoot attackers, and the shields. And then there's different objects to be destroyed and awarded based on what your game difficulty is. Let's pump a few quarters in and see if we can do a 2-player game and see if it's 2 players simultaneous. Wow, but the attract mode's showing us horizontally scrolling graphics. The raster graphics have some really impressive color that's being displayed. That's top tier. Let's put some quarters in and see what happens if we try. Oh, interesting. It only says 1 player. If I push start on the other side, okay, 1 player's up. Then it must be only alternating play. Interesting. So I have the shield button, I have my thruster, and I just want to see what happens. Can I go? Oh, I can't. Okay, so it only is forcing you to the right. So the screen only scrolls to the right. But the controls are really interesting because it's the wheel or possibly trackball that moves you around. Okay, yeah, so I put in enough quarters for 2 players, and it is it is alternating play. So even though the control panel said you can have 2 people playing at the same time, it's not allowing that. It's still only 1 player at a time. So alternating play, it would have been impressive for 2 players simultaneous. I always give those a little bit more credit. All right, so here we go. We got thrust. Can we move to the top of the screen? Oh, okay, it wraps around top and bottom, and it's just forcing us to the right. But control is very different. The wheel control is new. We haven't seen any other arcade games that are doing that. So here's our refueling base. And we have the shields we can use, and then the fire button. It's not super impressive with the sprite size, but the sound effects look good. And the horizontally scrolling is the theme of 1981. We've seen so many arcade games that want to scroll horizontally. So the wheel control is pretty sensitive. You can see how I can turn on a dime. And this is another arcade cabinet that's really, really difficult to emulate. Probably because you can't play this anywhere else. To have the arcade cabinet in front of you and controlling with the wheel control would be a lot better. But you can see here at the top, we have refueling bases and showing our shields of people we need to not people we need to protect, but the bases we need to protect. And as we go back and forth, one player and two player, you're essentially just hot swapping. They use the same control panel. But I want to see what's the point of, if you keep going to the right, is there anything else we'll see, or is it the same thing? Is this all we get with Moonwar? We didn't get a manual for this one, so we don't know if it's different modes or different ways you can play. Let's try just pushing start as one player. So we'll do a one-player game so it doesn't swap us back and forth. The fuel is counting down, like we've seen with a lot of other games of this vintage in 81. And that's essentially just our timer. So fuel's going up, 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 and... Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see what happens if we keep going to the right. Can we keep going? Oh man, but they have some homing attacks that's coming after us too. Gotta remember we got the shield button. Nice. Even the shield will reflect everything, and the screen does wrap at the top and bottom. The biggest thing I notice about this one, though, is the amount of color is displayed on the screen at once with the background. The other scrolling games we've seen have a solid black background. Oh man, yeah, but it's difficult. Didn't even get anywhere near the high score table. So going in again, push and start on the one player. Let's try some Moonwar. I want to see how far we can get to the right and if the game changes at all to a different scene. Wow, yeah, you have to be on your toes, and it'd be a lot easier to play when you have that wheel control. It is refreshing to see an arcade game that isn't trying to directly copy Defender. At least it has something they want to try that's different. All right, let's put another coin in and push and start. Going again for Moonwar. Let's fly forward. And remember, we got shield and... The way that I'm propelling forward is what they call the warp button. Even though it's just the thrusters for your ship. The majority of the ships you fight, though, they require multiple hits before they go down. There we go. So we got that one taken care of. Again, the other one. Keeping going to the right. Want to see if we see anything else. Fuel's down to 66 now. Wow, even with the shield on, they hit me really hard and it broke right through. Essentially, that is it. Moonwar is a horizontally scrolling game, impressive background, but for the time, I'm going to say it's not really... It's ambitious of Stern to want to try to do a different control scheme that's not trackball and it's not a paddle control. So, In the chat, if anyone wants to throw anything out, our usual rating system is 1 star around here is the broken range. This is our bad range around the 2-star range. The average range is around 3 stars. 4 stars is a good game or excellent game, and then the 5-star rating would be the best game you could play at this point in 1981, because all these ratings are if we were to put ourselves in 1981 and then rate the game. So for Moonwar, I'm going to go for 4 stars. Of everything else we've seen up to this point, it's interesting to see something different or trying something different, but it doesn't execute it as well or doesn't feel as well. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we're going to go 4 stars for Moonwar. It's okay, but not really the best thing you could play for 1981. Still good enough to check out. If you see it in a vintage arcade, play some Moonwar. All right, let's move on to our next game. This is Mummy's Curse for the Apple II. Let's take a look at Mummy's Curse and see what it's about, starting with the front of the box. A full-color, high-resolution adventure set in the mysterious and dangerous deserts of Egypt. Requires 48K. The most memory we've seen for any computer at the time. Man, you got to pump out a lot of money to get memory to play some Mummy's Curse. And look at that, 30 bucks for this game. $30 for a computer game. Most likely on disc. And we don't even have the real disc. A very hard to come by game. This is a reproduction of what it would look like. And there's the example of a screenshot of Mummy's Curse. No manual for this one, so let's pop in or slide in the disc and play. Mummy's Curse released at some point in 1981 for the Apple II. We've already seen a few adventure-style games or even top-down maze games in the Egyptian theme, but this one looks like it's going to be a graphics game. Do you want instructions? Yes. Yes, we do. Mummy's Curse is an adventure with all the scenes done in high-resolution graphics. And if you're familiar with online systems, we know what high-resolution graphics look like in 1981. It requires the player to enter 2-word commands. So we got the 2-word text parser. The first word being the verb, second is the noun. In order to move from scene to scene, you'll usually need to enter which direction you want to go. If you go west, there's no way to go west. You'll be asked to enter another direction. There's 6 directions in this game: north, south, east, west, up, and down. Object of the adventure is to recover the solid gold death mask of Kink Rutatutut. Okay, we're obviously playing a game that's not based historically, otherwise we would have named it actual King Tut instead of Rutututut, which is guarded by the mummy. In order to do this, you'll need to overcome natural obstacles and, worse yet, certain traps the mummy has laid down for you also. One of the most powerful objects you will find will be several amulets. Amulets are objects that have differing powers and should be used but not abused. Each amulet has the name that sets it apart from another amulet. When you see an amulet, it will be described as amulet, APEP, with the name in parentheses. You'll be needed to refer to it by name. Get APEP. Oh gosh, so you have to remember the names. Probably you can look at inventory, I hope. This is how you'll pick it up and use, is how it evoke its powers. When you enter the word help, there you go, you'll be given one and only clue that's available during the game. If you don't use help, you'll have satisfaction of solving the game unaided. Hey, there's an interesting fact. Usually when we use help in text adventure games or graphic adventure games, the help just tells you, tips of how to do the 2-word text parser. But this one actually will help you solve the game. And it looks like you just have the satisfaction of not using help. So if you're stuck in the game, you can also write the game developers, and they'll respond to your letters. If you want to see what you're holding, enter I for inventory for a list of everything you got. There's only one room for 4 lines of text on the screen at a time, so occasionally text is going to scroll behind the picture. If you want to read it, you'll press the return key and see all the text and return to the game again. So that's pretty cool. You have a way to get help in a text adventure game. Now, we've already seen help, but no one's ever given us the actual clues or answers to the game. If you are in the middle of the game and want to save, okay, got it. We probably won't be saving for this quick peek of the game. Remember, you must return to the Oasis with the gold mask to win. Here we go. On with the game. We're loading in now. Yeah, whoever wrote the manual or the instructions probably either didn't care, or maybe it's not even the real thing for the game. Mummy's Curse. So this is by Highlands Computer Incorporated. Haven't seen anything on who the developer is for this one, at least published in the around the box or in the game itself. Let's do a fast forward. We don't got time for this. This is not really 1981. We're not waiting that long. You crazy? There we go. We're here. A desert oasis where all the trails cross. Enter command. So if I do look, what does it tell us? You don't really see anything special. Man, we don't really see much special when we say look in these games. Get tree? Can I say tree? Get tree. Get what? Drink water. Ah, that was good. At least it understood that. Now, if I type help, does it tell me the answer? Help. Find the map to Sate Sop's maze. Say hi. If you're in need of something, try making it. That's all the help you get. Well, that's what help got us. They even said if help doesn't help you, you can mail them, and they'll answer the letters and give you the answer to the game. All right, let's go east. It's time to start plotting your maps now. Get the graph paper out. This is the small village on the edge of the Sahara Desert. Nice. Go building? Or can I go in? Which way are you going? Okay, we'll just go north again. Can we go to the top? Or go inside of a building? There we go. To the west, you see a small stucco hut. To the east is a larger one. Let's go east to the larger one. We're here. The east is the trading post. So if we went east, we should be able to go north into the hut. That's what we've done with other cardinal directions. We didn't have to open it up. Oh, no. Now we're in the Great Sahara Desert. Go back south. Try another direction. Uh-oh. Go back east. Go west. Go any direction. Uh-oh, we might be lost in the desert. If I type help, does it help us? You gotta find the map to the maze, say hi. Say hi. I wonder what say hi means. Can I say hi? It just says hi. That's not helpful. All right, going back south. Does that work? Okay, we're back. We're here. We're back where we were before. If we go north, do we end up back in the village? No, we do not. South. Yeah, whoever programmed the game, they're giving us a larger environment to explore, which is nice, especially for a graphic adventure game. Usually it's pretty straightforward or linear from the other ones, so this one's a more impressive scope of an adventure game. All right, going east. Show me the village. We're in the village. Go east again? Does it loop us around? Yes, that's a good point. We're going to see a lot of games that are going to be lost in the desert. So the Sheik's Mazurka Small Palace. Now, can we go in? Yeah, I don't see which way we go. So we can go, what, east? No. West. Probably ends us back the way we came. So to go inside of the building, we have to know which direction we need to go. So going west again will loop us back to the desert. Well, I was really hoping the help command would give us true help. Like they'd start giving us all the answers to the game and then just take away points. So by the time you got to the end, you just didn't have as many points, but you could finish the game. But no, help is not as helpful as I thought it would be. All right, we'll go back We'll go back east. But this is top-tier adventure game for the time, 1981, to have graphic adventure or high-res graphic adventures is pretty impressive. All right, so go north. And then look, hut. You don't see anything special. Of course you're not. Go hut. Can we go hut? No, can't go hut. Okay, go north. So you have a small hut to the west and a large one to the east. Can we go in? So this is kind of like when we played the Mystery House game. What's the command that you would need to get inside? And we figured out it was go door at one point. Does go door work? No, it doesn't work. You have to know the direction you need to go. So if I say north, is that direction to go inside? Nope, can't go in there. Oh yeah, enter hut would be a good idea. Okay, go back. Go back. Don't get lost in the desert. All right, going back east. We're at the Desert Oasis. Just gives me vibes of King's Quest V. All right, so let's go to the north now. Okay, enter hut. You have entered something that I could not find anywhere in my vocabulary. It's funny when we play these games that the text describes the hut, but whenever you try to type in the hut, it has no idea what it means, which is part of the confusion and problems with adventure games from the early time. Look, hut. Let's go, hut. I don't see anything special. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pause there. Obviously, at this time, we have the internet. We can look up all the walkthroughs for all these games. It is impressive they had a help feature for the Mummy's Curse, and they did have, they were wanting to give you assistance. It is a very impressive game to take 48K to run for the time, and it is a high-resolution graphics game. So for all the games we played up to this point, it's still around the average range, surprisingly. I know you're thinking, that was so confusing or so frustrating. It was the use for adventure games, and whenever you had no way to determine what to do next, you did spend a lot of time working the text parser, finding out which words you could use. And you see from the chat, thank you so much for putting in what to type in or ways to try things, because because that's what you had to try yourself. Just lots of stuff. And usually you had people crowding around telling you, okay, try this, do this. And sometimes you didn't get the right riddle answer, but you just got so excited because the computer understood what you were trying to say. Yeah, so I'm going to go 3 stars. It's pretty average for the time of all the other games we played up to this point. All right, so after Mummy's Curse, let's see what's next. We're now going to England to play the ZX81. This is Murgatroyds. Heavens to Murgatroyds! What is this game going to be? We have no information. We got a few screenshots of the game, but no manual. So we're going to go in blind. Let's pop in the tape, plug in the ZX81, and play Murgatroyds, released at sometime in 1981. Exit! Stage left even. All right, let's run. And new line. What is your name? Very crazy that these games keep asking for my name. I'm Chrono. You have to type it slow, because the ZX81 had one of those membrane keyboards. Would you like me to give you instructions? Yes. What is Murgatroyds? Okay. Your position will be shown by a letter C on the plan. The Murgatroyds are closing in, but you can lure them to their deaths in the minefield. Mines are marked by that. Be careful to avoid the electrified perimeter fence. You move by giving the compass bearing of the direction you want to move, so you move with cardinal directions. If there's no way out, you can say panic or P to make a random but very dangerous jump. Watch out for the rogue Murgatroyd who cheats. Say go when you're ready. I'm not really ready, but I'm going to say go anyway. I have to type slow, though. It's the ZX81. All right, first time playing Murgatroyds. All right, it's building itself. Looks like we have a grid-sized map. There is what I'm guessing is the Murgatroyds. So we are the C in the bottom left corner. Make your move. All right, we'll go west. We moved 1 space west, and it looks like the Murgatroyds are all moving 1 space at a time. So it's essentially a turn-based game, but it's not the turn-based game we've played before. Let's go west again. Yeah, let's go west again. Because it looks like they always move in the direction that we are. So if I stay here, I might be able to lure these guys there. And then go south again. And so come on, go, go, go. Go in the mine, go in the mine. Okay, got 1. Got 2, and we get a score for that. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's go west. We'll move over here. We got that guy. Okay, so I see what's going on. Every time you move, you get one movement, and you're trying to lure them all into minefields. And if you can lure them all into minefields, then you essentially win. So it's a game formula we haven't seen before, but turn-based strategy game, but just a very simplified one. Let's hit panic. P. Panic. Warp me somewhere. Okay, nice. We're at the top. That really doesn't help us as much, but I bet I can move, what is that, north? We'll go northwest. See if we can lure this guy. And then it's just a little time consuming because you have to wait for all the Murgatroyds to move. But it's like a very simplified turn-based strategy game. There's no other formula except just move. Move and you'll get it. Can they go diagonal though? I think I'm dead if they go diagonal. Can they go north? Yes, they can. Pity. A Murgatroyd got you. You lasted 9 moves. How about another game? If I say yes, does it start another one? Yeah, it builds it up. So there you go. That's Murgatroyds. For the time, it works. It's enjoyable. I understand how it plays. So ZX81, we've had some interesting games. The last one was Mazogs was fantastic. This one isn't nearly so good, but I wouldn't call it bad. It's all right. It's around the average range for everything we've seen up to this point. I'd say 2.5 stars, considering every game, especially the computer games at the time. If we were basing this just on ZX81, this would be a 4-star game, but nope. We're basing this off of every computer game you could play up to this point. So we'll do 2.5 stars. It's just slightly below average everything else. Oh, there we go. Chiptune's with me on that. Very nice. So there's Murgatroyds. Where are we going next? What game is next? This is Musician for the Philips Videopac. And just like when we played Melody Simon for the Magnavox Odyssey 2, this is just a music application. You can make music, you can record music, and in an effort to collect and showcase everything on the consoles, here you go. There's Musician. We're giving it a fat 0 because it's really not a game. I know you're thinking, oh, is it one of those like melody games where you have to hit the button at the right time? Nope, those don't exist yet. This is just design music and record music. So there's Musician for the Philips Videopac. Let's press forward and see what our next game is. All right, next is Mystery Funhouse. That's right, all the Scott Adams fans. When you're like, where's the 7th adventure? We haven't seen it yet. Well, here we go. This is Mystery Funhouse for the Atari home computer. Let's take a look at the box for Mystery Funhouse, number 7 by Scott Adams. Let's flip it over on the back, and just like all Adventure International games, we have the overview and story on the right side. This is a compu novel, so text only. Can you find your way completely through the strangest funhouse in existence, or will you always be kicked out when the park closes? Is it haunted? It says average completion time is 1 month, so we probably won't get too far. Any other artwork for Mystery Funhouse? Nope, nothing else there. And for other versions, we just got 2 different ones. All right, let's pop in the cassette tape and play on our Atari home computer. Mystery Funhouse, the 7th adventure by Scott Adams. One of the few series games you could play, or a game in a series. Do we want to restore a previously saved game? No. Same intro we've seen before. The authors worked over a year for this program, so don't copy or accept that pirated copy. Welcome to adventure number 7, Mystery Funhouse by Scott Adams, dedicated to Marin Computer Center. I'm carrying the following. I got shoes, I got a watch, I got a hard, dry chewing gum. I'm in front of the funhouse, and I can see a sign. Okay, let's read that sign. Read sign. Park closes at midnight. Shoes required at all times. Management not responsible for accidents. Caution, this park is dangerous. Can I remove shoes and not follow? I'm not wearing it. I thought I had shoes. I'm carrying shoes. Oh, I'm not wearing shoes. Okay. So I put the shoes on. Wear those shoes. Oh, if I can spell it right. Wear shoes. Okay, so I'm in there and I'm at the ticket counter. So go east. I'm in the parking lot. Rusty closed grating, dead tree, and a $5 bill. Nice. Get bill. We have money in the game. And don't care about the dead trees. Let's go west. Go counter. A ticket lady asked me what I want. Ticket? I don't know what ticket is. Buy ticket. Okay, she says that'll be $1. Give dollar. I'm not carrying it. What do you mean you're not carrying it? We have $5. No! In fact, the game that we're going to be playing, or that we first played with Scott Adams giving us the spiel on pirated software, was actually one of Scott Adams' graphic adventure games. So I jumped the gun with the wrong game. All the ones we're playing now are the text-only games, no graphic adventure games, or the Scott Adams graphic adventure games. That we're going to see those in 1982. All right, so just like we did with the other ones, this is pretty standard for the time. So we're going to do 3 stars for Mystery Funhouse, but that's not all. What about Mystery Funhouse on the Radio Shack TRS-80? We got to see that one too. Any other information on this one? We have the advertisement flyer. This is the lure of a funhouse is unexpected when you least expect it. This adventure is true to tradition. It takes all your ingenuity just to get past the ticket counter. Yeah, we didn't even get past it when we tried it before. Prepare yourself for many thrilling and challenging hours. For a month. It's supposed to take you a month to get through this game. And for the level 2, no way, $14.95 for this one. $14.95 bucks. All right, let's check out the TRS-80 version of Mystery Funhouse by Scott Adams. I think it's the same. Oh, this is mystery number 7, so we know which adventure we need to do. All right, so mystery 7, let's boot it up. And as always, anybody in the chat, if you're here live, send them all. I like typing everything in. That's one of the best things about text adventure games. What's your name? 15 seconds. We don't have time for that. It's not really 1981. We'll go make a sandwich, come back to our text adventure game, and then play. No, we do not. Oh, gotta be caps. No, we do not. Welcome. Same intro we saw before. Welcome to Adventure 7. I'm carrying shoes, watch, hard, dry chewing gum. Chew that gum. Okay, tastes horrible. Can I blow bubble? See, these kind of moments, it really didn't do anything. But whenever you do something that you realize the computer did understand, it feels like a revelation. Like, oh my gosh, we got it to blow a bubble gum. All right, let's go back east. Okay, so we're at the dead tree. Get bill. Okay, we got the bill. Rusty closed grating. I bet it won't open. Open the grating. How? You pull the grating. Pull grating. I must be stupid. I just don't understand what you mean. No, you do not. As is the usual. I'm in front of the funhouse. Visible items are at a sign and ticket counter. Read sign. Park closes at midnight. Shoes required. Oh, okay, so you gotta wear those shoes, right? Okay. My shoe heel is loose. Pull heel. So if the shoe heel is loose, I wonder if something's hiding underneath it. Look counter. Go counter. Ticket lady asked me what I want. Buy ticket. Okay, she says that'll be $1. And my shoe heel is still loose. Open heel? I must be stupid. I don't understand what you mean. Pay ticket. I'm not carrying it. Buy ticket. That'll be $1. Give dollar. Use dollar. Oh, there we go. That's a good idea. But it only understands 2 words. Use gum on heel. Yeah, you can only use 2 words. So how would you describe in 2 words? Put the gum on the heel to pull the heel away if it's loose. Use gum. No, can't use that. Doesn't work. Gum heel. See? The computer knows what we want to do. Stick gum. Heel. Stick gum heel. What? You only understand 2 words? Stick gum on heel? Yeah, if it only understands 2 words, that's probably what the puzzle is. But now you have to figure out what the 2-word text parsers want to do. Okay, stick gum and then on heel. On hell. Stick gum on heel. Can't do that. Of course you can't do that. Well, there's a taste of the TRS-80 Mystery Funhouse, which I've been told the first how to get through the ticket counter is very difficult. We've seen this with other text adventure games. They always have one puzzle in the very beginning that's very, very difficult. Not to say that the rest of the game is not difficult, but for all the games we played, it's still average, 3 stars for the time. But wait, what about Mystery Funhouse on the PC or PC Booter or IBM compatibles? Yes, we have Mystery Funhouse for those too. Any other thing? No other artwork for that one. And any other no helpful guides? Let's play some Mystery Funhouse for the IBM, which they've always split up in 2. Yeah, the green, orange at the top and blue at the bottom. Welcome to adventure number 7. Tell me what to do. Go east. Rusty closed grating. Dead tree. Get tree. It's beyond my power to do that. Push tree. Okay, nothing happens. Of course it doesn't. Get bill. Okay, got it. Go back west. Go counter. Ticket lady asked what I want. Buy ticket. She says that'll be $1. Use. Wait, no. Pay. Lady. It's beyond my power to do that. I just want to give you $1. If I have $5, then that should be enough to get in. If I have $5, and buy ticket. Pay pay dollar. It's beyond my power to do that. Give bill. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the way to do it. Then we'll punch the lady. Ticket lady rips up the bill and says, $5 grocery bill ain't money, bub. What? It doesn't work? She rips up the bill? Oh, so it's a $5 grocery bill? It's not a $5... Oh my gosh. So that means the game is taunting us. They had a $5 bill, but it's not a bill like we think. It's a grocery bill. Thanks, Scott Adams. He's pulling our chain. Okay, so ticket counter then. It's have to do with our heel then. Use gum. Oh no, stick. Stick gum. I can't do that too hard. Okay, chew gum. Okay, now that we chewed it, it's nice and soft. And now stick gum on what? Stick heel. I don't understand your command. Of course you don't. Ah, the frustrations of 1981 text adventure games. Okay, so I think we've already figured out what the puzzle is. And for anyone that is wanting to be interested in text adventure games now, just look up the walkthrough. Everything is online. You can find all these games and all the answers to everything, mostly on GameFAQs, for to how to get further in the games and play further in the games. But just to give you a quick taste of Mystery Funhouse on the 3 platforms it was available for in 1981. So like the other ones, this one's still 3 stars. Thanks, Scott Adams. We'll be playing more of those, maybe with graphics by the time we get to 1982. All right, let's see what our next game is after Mystery Funhouse. We're now going to the Apple II. This is Napoleon's campaigns 1813 and 1815. Sorry, you're out of luck if you wanted his campaigns in 1814. Let's take a look at the box for Napoleon's campaigns 1813 and 1815. Oh yeah, this is SSI. As we flip it over to the back, oh yeah, you can see we got hex-based formation, so it's a war simulation game. Very high strategy. In this remarkable simulation of Leipzig and Waterloo campaigns, you are Napoleon. That's right. Check out all the info we got. Advanced level simulation dedicated to hardcore strategists. And yes, if you're buying something in 1981 from SSI, you got to be a hardcore strategist. You have unique dispatch system, the computer as core commanders, intricate rules, board-assisted computer display, solitaire play, and the frustrations, challenge, and excitement. I like that they advertise the frustrations. Now, the one thing that the SSI games have compared to other strategy games for the time is everything's in the computer. There are some strategy games we played that you still have a board in front of you. You still have to have a physical board to assist, and the computer just does a few commands to help you out. All right, so let's take a look at the other. This is the front of the manual, pretty similar to what we had before. And then this also was included. Oh, here's the advertisement flyer for Napoleon's campaign. It's job description if you wanted to be Napoleon. Oh my gosh, though, look at the price on that. Is that $40? Yeah, $40 for this game back in 1981. Wow. And it also came with maps because you have 2 choices. You can have Leipzig or Waterloo. So the game didn't just have the software and then the manual. It also came with maps and extras. Like you can see, here's a scenario data card because you have to know all the commands for all your troops. And so you use this or referred to this whenever you played the game. Look at all this. It is so in-depth. Even more, yeah, the order summary chart. So there's all the commands you can do. It's not just 1 letter either. It's 2 letters. LM is to look at map, SR for status report and so forth. And then they have the orders for your forces, commands used during movement and setting, because it's a hex-based strategy game, so you have to know how you can move your units around too. There you go. And then on the side of the box, this is showing you what this game has compared to the other ones. And this one is, from what I've read in the reviews, a step above the other strategy games we played. High-res 18x21 map board, plus the hard copy map board and unit counters. So you can, while the game's playing, also have the physical map with you as well. You can save your game, or go back to later. You have also a unique dispatch system requiring orders to be sent from headquarter units to each corps. This is one of the first strategy games that you could group units up and move units together as a core, which is huge. If you think of real-time strategy games, you know how you can select all the units and move them all at the same time? This is one of the first games you could do that. So, let's slide in and play Napoleon's Campaign 1813 and 15 for the Apple II. Now, when I say play, this one is massive. As the text scrolls in for SSI, we're just going to give you a quick taste of what it looks like to boot up the beginning of it. This one's by Paul Murray. Way to go, Paul. An impressive, very impressive tactical strategy game for the time. We will be incorporating fast forwarding because, man, oh man, when you decide what units you want to do and what map you want to pick, here's all the game settings. So first ask what you want, new game or saved game, 2-player or solitaire, and then what kind of map you want, Waterloo or Leipzig. So we'll just stay with Waterloo, and we don't alter anything, so we're just going to do spacebar and go. All right, so crank that ABBA music. We're going to Waterloo. I'm going to fast forward through. So this is 600% speed. And just imagine waiting this long back in 1981. Okay, that's not too bad. Allied player setup. So the opponents should leave the room if you're playing 2-player. Press return to continue. And we're fast forwarding again. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so there's our map. There's the hex grid, and this is part of it. This isn't even doing the whole thing. When you decide to move to another area, the game doesn't scroll. It actually just flips to the next place. But it gives you an overview of all your units. It's not really as high quality or hardcore graphic-wise. It's more of what you can do with the units themselves. All right, so that was basically all we're going to show for this one. A huge game for the time. This is another title that I look at the reviews and see what did other people say about Napoleon's Campaign. So you also have to be into this historical context. Are you really into wanting to play as Napoleon or not? But for the time, this is above average. We're going to do a 3.5 stars. Considering every other game we've seen for the time, it's above average. It's pretty good. If you wanted to devote the time for it in 1981. Nowadays, yikes. Good luck. All right, so with that, let's move on to our next game. We went from strategy to, we're back in the arcades. This is Naughty Mouse. Naughty Mouse. So many naughty things in the arcade. Here we go. Let's see what the artwork has for Naughty Mouse. This one is a curious one. This isn't really a real box. Someone manufactured this. This is an arcade game that is very difficult to come by, a very rare one. And in fact, Amapid, the company that made it, apparently is from Canada, but I've seen an advertisement flyer for in Japan. So even though it says it was developed in Canada, why would they have an advertisement flyer for Japan? Very curious. You can see here. It's also known as woodpecker in other regions, which I think we'll see later. So a really, really hard to come by one. So for controls, we just move around as the Naughty Mouse. No manual or anything. Yeah, different sets. Let's go to the arcade. Back in the deep corner of the arcade where no one's hanging out is Naughty Mouse. And let's go. Let's put a coin in and see what Naughty Mouse is all about. Palcom Queen River is the developer for this one, or distributor. Oh man, you think they played Donkey Kong or what? Which was released this year. I don't even know what the goal is. Am I supposed to... I make it to a house, and then it gives me a little music tune, and I can keep going. Let's see what's over here. Go, move! Birds are coming after me. So it's a different goal. I didn't have to go to the top of the screen to win. It's selecting the different homes, and I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I also have... I have no buttons. The only controls are moving up, down, left, and right, so I don't have a power-up to use. I'm just avoiding the enemies as they move around, and I can't... Oh, the ladder's broken. I can't climb the ladder. But I can climb this one. I'm out of here. Go! Quickly, fast! See, nothing happens on this one. Okay, let's try to go on over here. Got another one. We're at the age of... Let's use our imagination. So, what is going on here? Is that it? Did I finish the level? I'm not sure if I did or not, but I'm getting a song, so I guess yes. Okay, yeah, we move on to the next level. Yeah, so Donkey Kong comes out in 81, someone says, quick, make a game like that, and this is what we get. Naughty Mouse. But I gotta say, for something ripping off a game that I'm not familiar with, it's still pretty fun. There is no jump mechanic. I have no power-ups, to my knowledge. I'm picking up different items, but they're not doing anything to me. But it's just running around and dodging the enemies while I'm going in a pie. Oh, is it like that nursery rhyme? The crows that come out of the pie. Is that what's happening? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not walking over any patties of meat, so not any Burger Time references. But next year, oh yeah, get ready. What? I went through that bird. Why? How? I don't know. Yeah, so it's crows coming out, but yeah, I don't know what the purpose of what I'm doing. I'm turning the objects into homes. Now I really want the manual to see how the heck they're describing this game. Nope, not looking good. Yeah, see, there's something else that you can't do, so it's almost unfair. I feel like you should have a power-up or something to change the enemies around. Okay, so everything reset. I think we're good. We already saw the next screen, but Naughty Mouse is interesting. It's using the side view. It reminds me a little bit of Apple Panic, the fact that you can't jump, but there's no way to really move, or there's no way to get a power-up to go any further. So for the time, it's all right. But you got to consider this view, the Donkey Kong started, and the platform idea is still fresh. So I'm still going to say, if you did see this in the arcades, it's enjoyable. It's above average, considering everything else we played at the time. Still confusing, because I have no idea what's going on. But I was the Naughty Mouse, I guess. All right, let's move on to our next game. Where are we going now? All right, we're back on the Philips Videopac. This is Newscaster, the home console that you have in Europe, which we checked this out in the for the Magnavox Odyssey. This is essentially just an app as well. If you look at the video snapshot, it's just making text go across the screen. So the novelty of saying your sister smells, and then it displays on the screen, and she gets mad and runs away. That's all you do with Newscaster. You can pick up the different backgrounds, and then it also displays the time. And you can also adjust what colors and things of that nature. But for everything else we've seen up to this point, it's not even really a game. They called it electronic keyboard for the Magnavox Odyssey 2. But it's 0 stars, not really a game, but there you go. To incorporate every cartridge for the consoles, there's Newscaster for the Philips Videopac. All right, let's move on to our next game. Let's have a real game. Here we go. So this is the ZX81. We're in England again, and this is Nightmare Park. All right, so let's move on to the artwork. All we got, oh, this one's really hard to come by. All we got is this, the box, and it's just the sleeve that the cassette tape came in. So we don't know what's going to happen. We have no manual, no inside sleeve, right, for this? No, that's it. The inside sleeve just tells you how to load the game. All right, let's slide in to the cassette recorder, pop it in the ZX81, and play some Nightmare Park, released at some point in 1981. So we'll pull up our keyboard for the ZX81, we hit run, and then new line, and we're in the ZX Nightmare Park. Welcome to ZX Nightmare Park. You must make your way through the park from S to F, start to finish. Remember, the shortest route may be not the best. Wait, did I say route? I need to pretend I'm in England. Route? Wait, I wasn't finished reading. It moved on to the next screen. So we get to decide where we're going. I guess we're at the start, and we must be an asterisk. Man, of all the characters we ever play as, we've been playing as different characters on the keyboard. Now we get to be an asterisk. So exciting. Where do we want to go? Let's go east. Okay, so I moved east. The egotistical ogre. I didn't read. It went too fast. The game went too fast. I didn't even get to read what was next. What's my name? I don't know the ogre's name. Is your name Ogre? That is wrong. Rip, crack, squash. ZX Nightmare Park claims another victim. Oh, so we were supposed to make a different try? Okay, we'll try again. Yeah, let's try again. Ha ha ha. You haven't got a chance. Oh, now it's mocking us. Okay. All right, so let's go east again. What's going to happen? Back to the start. Oh, okay, I think I can figure the game out. Nightmare Park is randomly selecting what's going to happen. So let's do it again. Let's go east, and it's going to do something else. Okay, so no event happened that time. The asterisk moved. Let's go east again, and now it's a random event. You're surrounded by nuggers. Muggers. You're surrounded by muggers. Enter number between 1 and 8 to destroy. Okay, 6. Did I destroy any? Nope. 4. No, didn't destroy any. 3. Oh, they're going away. Oh, okay, so the plus sign is muggers, and I'm the asterisk in the middle. Okay, so let's do 4. 8. Uh-oh, they're getting closer. 1. No, 2. Oh, we got it. You evaded the muggers. Okay, so it's playing out random scenarios as we try to get to start to finish. So let's just for the fun of it, go north. All right, we moved north. Let's go north again. So no random events yet. Let's go east. Got another random event. Oh, and it brought us back to the start. So does that mean it's the same map that we had before? Let's go east again. East. Where are we now? Okay, we're surrounded by zombies. Enter numbers between 1 and 8. Let's try 2 again. Is 2 the lucky number? No, not 2. Is it 3? We killed some. Is it 1? Nope. 8? Okay, we're looking good. What about 6? 5. Uh-oh. 4. Okay, we evaded them. So it's just randomly making different scenarios happen. So really interesting. Let's go east this time. It's because we know we're going to go back to the start. And then east again. And east again. No random events yet. Okay, going east again. Now we got another random event. Hello from the Mad Mathematician. You have to add together sequences of numbers given below within 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. 8, 3, 6, 17, 18, 19, 20. Is it 34? Oh my gosh, no, this keyboard. I didn't put it too fast. The answer was 31. Prepare to meet thy maker. And ZX Nightmare Park claims another victim. Do you want to try again? Yes. Haha, you haven't got a chance. Taunting us in Nightmare Park. So is it like a roguelike? Is it randomizing the map every single time? I don't know. Let's push E again. Let's go E again. Now, because we got warped back to the beginning, I don't know if North is going to do that again. Let's try E again. And as we move, yep, it's randomly doing stuff. The fanatical ESP tester. You must guess the number I have chosen. It lies between 4 and 48. We're allowed 9 attempts. What is your guess? 4 and 48. You got a guess? 20? 20's too high. Okay, so let's try 10. 8 guesses left. 10's too low, so it's between 10 and 20. What about 15? 15's too high. 13. 13's too high. 12? We can get this. What a fluke. We got it. Okay, so we made it through. So Nightmare Park is kind of doing what the Black Sage did when we played it on the Apple II, where it's allowing you to move room by room, but every room is going to be randomized, or it's going to do something different. And then depending on what happens, it makes scenarios or situations that happen. Yeah, death by arithmetic for sure. If it comes up again, you can give me some help. But let's go east. Going east again. And let's go south this time. Okay, going south. So it's not making anything random yet. South. Okay, something random. A flight of poison darts. Cross your fingers. What's happening? Can I move? East? Did the cursors work? They're not the cursors aren't isn't working on the keyboard, so they got me. I think it's just random. But if you look at the keyboard, the 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the arrow keys. So I was seeing if the arrow keys would work, but it looks like no. Do we want to try again? Yes. Very interesting concept of a game, because it makes you want to continue to play and get to the finish line, almost like when we played Hunt the Wumpus. You're going to die a lot, but it's fun to die still. All right, let's go east. East. What happened? Surrounded by muggers this time, so we're randomly going to say 4. What about 6? 8? Nope. 7? 1. 2. Oh, 2 worked. We've evaded the muggers. So we got away, going east. And I wonder if hello from the, oh no, the Mad Mathematician. Add the sequence together between 10 seconds, or you're out. See, 18, 28, 49, 53. Wrong. Death by arithmetic again. Oh, it was 62. I must have missed some numbers. Prepare to meet thy maker. Oh, ZX Nightmare Park claims another victim. Do you want to try again? No. Does the game just quit? A wise decision. There you go, and it goes back to the command prompt. Okay, so for Nightmare Park, that one's an interesting one. Of all the games we played up to this point, it's fun. It's a different formula, and it works really well for the ZX Spectrum. It's text only, and it has different scenarios that are playing randomly. I want to keep playing because I want to know what other random things happen. What's going to happen when I take the next step? So it's very good for all the games we played for the time. I wouldn't say it's average for the time. It's doing something different, and it does it well. I want to say 4 stars because of all the other games. Yeah, I don't even know for sure if it's educational because it has randomness going in it, or if it was designed for kids or not. But I still say 4 stars. It's above average, an excellent game for compared to every other game we played in 1981. Way to go, Nightmare Park. I love it. That's true. It is educational. It has an educational flair to it. We didn't see it specifically marketed to early childhood, so we won't bash it completely. All right, with that, we're going to put our game playing on pause at Nightmare Park. Man, lots of fun this evening. I had some text adventure games, went from different computer to different computer. It seems that when we're in the realm of who knows, with the video games that have no definite release date, we seem to get more computer games because they're harder to pin down when the release date is. But that'll be our evening for this time. And like I always say, don't die by death by arithmetic. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we miss any games along the way. This video would not be possible without RetroArch and Launchbox. Please tell your friends there's some crazy guy out there trying to play every single video game. You can always check out Chronologically Gaming on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We will catch you next time.